Space Montrose is the place that you come and you will always find different artist works. And not only that, but artists that are from Texas or from Houston.
Westheimer and Dunleavy is almost like a beating artery of Houston. And that will be the legacy of Carlos and Leila for Houston in the years to come.
I am Leila Peraza.
I am Carlos Peraza.
And we're the owners of Space Montrose in Houston, Texas.
And they join us this morning on Great Day Houston. Good morning.
So nice to meet you in person.
Thank you. I know we were talking in the green room earlier, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, I was a kid watching you, and now look at you all grown up."
I feel so happy to be standing next to you today.
Your store just makes people happy. I mean, this is one of those places where you walk in and you just feel happy, and I think you feel the energy of all the creativity and what you've put together. You brought some examples here today we'll take a look at. But first, a little bit more about your story. Houston basically brought you two together.
That's right.
Do you remember the first moment you laid eyes on each other?
Oh, Last Concert Cafe. I don't know if you remember that venue here in Houston. So she came from London. She was living there for 6 years. And the people that I used to make music back then, they told me that there was this beautiful girl coming back to town and they wanted to introduce us.
Because you were singing, right?
I was singing in that band.
Yeah.
And ever since I saw her, I did the best that I could to get her into my arms.
Yeah, oh, there you go. And y'all been making sweet music ever since. Yes. Oh, right. You know, Carlos, you've always been an artist, and you're actually serious about art. You believe art helps society grow. So you look at it more than just the aesthetic part of it. You really believe it has an intrinsic purpose in society.
And I believe that we've also encompassed it in the logo of our store, which is the squaring of the circle. The square being the four corners, north, east, west, south, fire, earth, water, and what am I missing? But four corners, which is the earth and water. The circle being the creator and the universe. So just like the book writers that you had earlier today, the act of creating is bringing from the cosmos and through the body, creating something that inspires the next person. So through our logo, we're trying to represent the journey of an artist and a creator to keep the cycle of inspiration moving and being alive.
Yeah, and I love how, Leila, you describe it. You know, art is the process of creating. It doesn't have to be fine art. And so we all appreciate fine art, but this is the stuff that makes us feel good too.
That's the goal of Space Montrose. We want you to come in, we want you to feel warm. We want to bring a smile to your face. I call our card wall art therapy.
Yeah, yeah, you know? and you know, that word therapy, it goes back to, like, both of you are also working in the hospice space, and that is, people who work in hospice, I think, are just angels on earth. It is so hard, but the value of it is so amazing. And in a way, you give us therapy through what you have here and what you sell. And the way that you're doing it is bringing so many artists together, who oftentimes, artists who do great work, we never hear about it because they don't have any place to really display it or put it out there. This encourages them to put it out there and bring value to it, right?
That's what we want. We want to share artist work. So we have about 200 different makers in Space Montrose, and when I say art, I'm talking about handcrafted local candles. I'm talking about fine art here. This is Texas made, but we want you to come in, and it's not just fine art, but it's t-shirts, it's stickers, it's candles, it's ceramics, but we can tell you the story of who made it, and that just means something.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there's so much stuff we buy that's mass-produced from somewhere. We have no idea what the inspiration is, who actually did it, why they did it, right? One of the artists in particular is very important to you, and that artist happens to be, who is this?
My baby. This is Oliver Peraza's work. And you know, through the store, we want to inspire young minds. My son did that illustration, and I asked him if we could put it on one of our Space Montrose greeting cards. I'm very proud of it.
A lot of the world makes me grumpy, but not you. So this little character has been through a number of things. But again, you have all these beautiful cards. You know, everybody always searches for what's the best card to give somebody. This is one of those things where you walk in and just buy a collection of cards, so you always have them ready to go, right? And then you have your cute stickers and things that, as I knock them all over, things that bring up nostalgia in us, you know, things like that. We all know that, right?
Whataburger. That's the way you should say it from Texas.
Whataburger. You know, the peace sign. I'm old enough to remember when this was like the thing that we all just did, right? The peace sign.
And that sticker there and the stickers that you were looking at are creations that my wife and I have made after working with 16 years with artists from all over the US, you get really inspired about making your own. So here today, you're also not seeing the work from different artists throughout the country, but you're also seeing the work that Leila and I are doing, which is a next step for us in Space Montrose to bring the brand to the next stage.
That's actually hand painted by Carlos here.
That is one of my pieces, yes.
That is so cool right there. And then of course all these little things with the baby clothes or kids clothes right there. Can we lift up one of those?
Yes, of course. Especially one now that we have the World Cup coming and we're going to have visitors from all over the world visiting us. We want to make sure that they take their soccer piece with a Texas intention or heart behind it.
That is so cool, though. Like for baby shower gifts, like my son was born on Super Bowl Sunday when it was back in 2004 in Houston.
Okay.
So everybody brought me Super Bowl stuff, right?
Yes.
But right there, that'd be kind of a marker of when that child was a baby. The big thing that was happening in Houston at the time is kind of like a touch of history right there. But it is so cool. You're constantly getting things in. And how do you do your sourcing?
So it's a mixture of us constantly seeking artists, but we also take submissions from artists. So we will get people coming into the store with their works. We take submissions through email, but we're always just looking for that next piece that we want to share with our city.
You're also, by intention, where you're located in Montrose, which we know is a very artsy area as well.
Yes, no, for sure. It is the perfect place to have Space Montrose because everyone supports community there, and we get people from all over the world.
Yeah. Thank you two very much for coming in.
Such a
They
pleasure.
were both like saying, you've had such great guests on the show today. We're not sure we're going to rise to the occasion.
It was a great
Trust
show.
me, you have risen to the occasion. So yeah, thank you very much. For the full Cadillac Shaping Houston story featuring Leila and Carlos Peraza, log on to shapinghou.com, and to learn more about their store, visit spacemontrose.com. This is where you just go buy a ton of things, put them in a box in the corner, and every time you have something you need to go to and bring a gift, you'll have it right there.